Okay. Did you guys see this post? I know that this is one of those posters that just like spams garbage all the time just to spam garbage. But this one, on the right, you can see pictures of the Victoria's Secret angels that I had as a reference while growing up. On the left, you can see a picture of the current Victoria's Secret models. Young girls are looking forward to having diabetes and being weak. Our society is in decline. If you're triggered by this tweet, all the chances are that you are fat. Start eating healthier and go to the gym. So close. The girls on the right gave an entire generation of women eating disorders. Having normal amounts of body fat, having a normal body equals fat. For anyone who doesn't know, chat, I don't know if I'm not sure if I'll be able to find it. Multiple Victoria's Secret models have talked about how unhealthy they were when they were working as a Victoria's Secret angel. Starvation diets, obsessive training, and no plus-size model. Victoria's Secret sells a dangerous fantasy. A woman stands on stage and cries. In the auditorium, another woman's partner gives a standing ovation, his hand on his heart. One mother gushes that she is so proud of her daughter. Another goes further, so much admiration for all the hard work and dedication to being the best version of yourself and making your dreams come true. We are told that these women are athletes, that they're in peak conditions, that they are aggressively fit. But this is not the Olympics or the Paralympics. There are no medals to be won. This is a lingerie show. Launched in 1995, the Victoria's Secret runway show has been broadcast on U.S. network television every December since 2001, an extraordinary feat for a high street underwear brand. And then we move forward. One fashion editor told me that the year she covered the show was the worst job I'd ever done. All the models looked the same. The underwear was so skimpy, you can literally see everything. One of them bent over in a thong, and I saw it all. I'm trying to find the part where like the actual models have talked about like their experiences. Don't look up who owned or operated Victoria's Secret Pepe Lop. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me see. I don't think this one shows this one just talks more about like the general concept of like how toxic it is to only see one type of body. Oh, what a surprise. Let me see. Hold up. Let me pull up a different article. Pausers. Epstein's mentor. Yeah. Here it is. I think it's this one. Yeah, take all of my information. Model Erin Heatherton says that she turned to bathwater meth over pressure to stay skinny. A former Victoria's Secret model revealed how she resorted to drug use over the industry pressure to stay skinny. 32-year-old Erin modeled for well-known lingerie brand between 2010 and 2013. Speaking on the Fallen Angel podcast, which investigates the origin story of one of the world's most iconic brands and its effect on American culture for nearly 40 years, Erin opened up about how fear of losing her job over weight gain meant she turned to diet pills and injections. Where things started to go south for me was when I hit, I think it was 25 years old. There was a certain point where everything that I was doing just didn't yield the same results. I was just a little bit bigger. In retrospect, that's just biology and how the body works. You're not the same size when you're 18 to when you're 25. Despite it being entirely natural for her body to change as the years went on, Erin pointed out how she felt pressured by the brand to maintain a certain image. Because of this, she sought help from a nutritionist to the stars. Although she admits he ended up prescribing her with an amphetamine-like appetite suppressant and hormone injections. He started me on this diet called phentermine, which my therapist later called bathwater meth. Opening up about how desperate she was at the time, the 32-year-old said, "I was just like, help me lose weight. What do people do?" He suggested something this other model did that worked for her. She added how each day she injected a hormone naturally produced during pregnancy called HCG, human chorionic gonadotropin. I started like a diabetic, injecting my stomach every morning. Now, a decade later from her time as a Victoria's Secret angel, Erin says that her behavior could be likened to emotional cutting. In episode 3 of the podcast, she just points out that she was so against what she was doing, but was just reluctantly doing it, almost to feel the pain or feel how wrong it was. I don't have any faith that these people really cared about me. You know what I'm saying? It's just about business. But yeah, tell me more. Tell me more about how If you're triggered by the tweet, the chances are that you're fat. Start eating healthier and go to the gym. Tell me more about how all these models were healthy. To be clear, I'm sure that you can maintain, and I've known people who have maintained really, really, really thin bodies. One of my closest friends, she's like a size 0, and she struggles to keep weight on. Like, it's really, really, really hard for her to keep weight on. Like, she naturally is, like, her body will send her into underweight territory. So she's just really, really thin, you know? And that's like just someone who needs to start like going in the opposite direction, but it's not anything else. You know what I mean? But to tell women you have to look like this, you have to be so thin and you have to do whatever you can to keep that weight is insane. Yeah, some people are naturally really skinny, but that's not really healthy for all types of people. Yeah. And this person is like mad at this post, but like there's a thin person in this post too. Also, they cut out the other 2 women on the right, which were also thin women. Like, what? Also, can we just talk about something really quickly? It's an underwear brand for women to buy underwear. Why are we marketing women's underwear to horny men? What? What? That is insane to me. That's so weird. It's like the shaving commercials, but they're shaving like a perfectly hairless leg. And it's like, I don't know if your product works because you didn't use your product. The advertisement was you not using your product. Insanity, dude. Insanity. I hate people like this. And this is only one of the stories of one of the models who like went through a lot of hardship to try and maintain like an impossibly thin body for her like well-being, basically. Everybody's body is also naturally different. Yeah, of course. Some people are just naturally going to be really thin, you know? And like, it's why I try not to, like, I try to stay away from and curb the behavior of people being like, oh, the women on the right need to eat a sandwich. Because now you're just body shaming women who just are thin. You know? There are lots of women and lots of men who just really struggle to put on body weight. They just really struggle to like actually maintain a certain amount of body weight. I have had multiple friends who are consistently underweight. And they're just like, do you know how hard it is for me to gain weight? I'm never hungry. I never have an appetite. It doesn't matter how much I eat. It just never, I can never put weight on. Like I feel sick if I eat too much. Like I don't feel well. Do you know how hard it is? I have to, like, I spoke to friends and like the sad thing about the eating the burger thing is that like, if you talk to people like this, they usually tell you like, they can't even eat like high caloric, like dense foods like that because it fills them up so much. They don't want to eat anything else in the day. So then they're underweight again. Like you have to plan out your meals so that they're filling and like make you want more without like over like stimulating you basically. So some people are just like, they're always skinny, you know, like that's it. And that's just how it is. And that's fine. Yeah. Being naturally very, very, very skinny is fine. That's cool. But also like people should be allowed to be any type of weight and it's fine. And that's okay. You know, some people are going to have 10, 20, 30, 40 more pounds of body fat than somebody else. And that's actually totally fine. I had to use these shakes for a while to make sure I got a certain amount of calories. I know a lot of people who've talked about like, oh, the only way I was able to maintain a certain amount of weight was just putting on a certain amount of like, just having shakes, a specific type of shake or like a specific type of bar or something. And sure, yeah. A really telling experience I had when I started Adderall and I felt like felt like what it was like to not have an appetite. It's a straight up struggle to eat if you're not actually hungry. And this is coming from someone who loves to eat, okay? I can eat and eat and eat and eat. It doesn't matter how full I am. I can just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. Hi, Wormy. Wormy. Like, I love food. I love food so much. So much. A friend of mine told me that her opinions are often invalidated because others will say, oh, you're skinny, you can't complain. And it's so stupid too because like anyone who's read any literature at all knows being underweight is way more dangerous for you physiologically than being overweight. Having an extra 10, 20 pounds of fat on you, you are more healthy than someone who is 10, 20 pounds underweight because your body starts failing to do things when you're underweight. If you're like 10, 20, 30 pounds overweight, your body is fine. It's fine. You're not getting any brain fog because of your weight. You have enough calories in the day to like work. You know what I mean? A little bit of extra fat is just a little bit of extra fuel that you have on you. It's completely normal to have a little bit of extra fat on you. That's fine. You know what I mean? I can eat a whole pizza. It's a terrifying ability. You don't understand. Like, I am a monster. Like, nobody ever believes me when I say that I can eat and eat and eat. The only time I start struggling to eat more is if I'm doing like a calorie deficit. As someone going through eating disorder treatment right now, any person would be shocked with the amount of food you need to be able to eat in order to sustain a suitable weight. We are required to eat 6 times a day, and it's insane how much more I can think now that I am weight stable. Yep. Denims, you're wrong. These large, thick-thighed women are single-handedly destroying Western society via fat, woke, fat gender cuck culture. Cancelled Marxist society, Antifa groomer gang, transgender Taliban. Me too. Why do they not speak of a barrier between the atmosphere and the... What the... Huh? I don't get it. Maybe that was a joke. But yeah, I stayed skinny and people's parents always tried to make me eat more. It was so annoying. Yeah. I started Ozempic, and I didn't know the way it works is by suppressing appetite. I have to set up reminders to eat so I don't get nutrient deprived. Studies show that you should strive to be a healthy BMI, exercise regularly. That's all you really need. Yeah, like if you want to be healthy, way more important for being healthy, by the way, is like, first of all, maintaining a good level of stress. If you look in the mirror and you're upset because of how you look, you are constantly experiencing stress. You probably don't have a very good, healthy relationship with food, which is causing you more stress. And more cortisol in your body is worse for maintaining a good body weight. So first thing you have to do is start having a healthy relationship with your body image and have a healthy relationship with food. First most important thing. Second most important thing, like obviously, it's like not in like, I'm not saying that they're significantly more important. They're both very important. I'm just talking about the different things that are important, is cardio. Cardio is so fucking good for you. Cardio is like one of the best indicators of how healthy you are. If you are like, let's say other people see you and they're like, oh, you're like 10, 20, 30 pounds overweight or whatever, right? And they're like, oh, well, you're fat. You should lose some weight. If you jog every day or you bicycle or bike ride or swim every day for 2 hours and they don't, you are way more healthy than they are. And it's not even close. Someone who is heavier but does cardio every day is so much more healthier than someone who's a little bit skinnier but does no cardio. 2 hours is like an extreme number. You could do like an hour of cardio a day and that would still be really good for you. And you don't even have to do it every day. If you could do like an hour of cardio like 5 days a week, you're good. You're good. That's like really good for you. Muscles are also really important. Well, muscles are important. Muscle exercises are important for general bone health, osteoporosis, joint health, lots of different things. Never thought I would get an eating disorder. I was taught it only happens in the fashion industry. And trust me, I'm nowhere near that industry. And eating disorder is some serious hell, not just lack of hunger. It took a lot of re-education and personal experience to learn that. Yeah, no, eating disorders are fucked up. And guess what, dude? These women contributed to eating disorders way more than any of these women. All right? It's not even close. Not even close. What's a good cardio if you can't go running? I used to love biking and I love swimming because swimming is so low impact.
Why do workout people shit on cardio? I really don't get it.
Oh, because cardio doesn't really like make you doesn't make you a chiseled Adonis. But cardio is very good for your cardiovascular health, right? It's very good for your lungs and your heart. You should do it. It doesn't really matter if the cardio is going to give you chiseled abs or whatever, but it's good for your health. If you live near mountains, hiking is a cheat code. Ooh, hiking is a good one. Yeah. My friend works for the Emirates and they have to be weighed every week and they're not allowed to gain weight. That's so insane. My old gym rat friend would go every day and only muscle build. Later in life, he regretted not doing cardio because he felt like shit. Yep. Rock climbing is a good all-arounder. Yeah, rock climbing is a good one. Rock climbing will like get you out of breath if you go hard. And it also will like, what is it called? it makes you sore. It gives you like grip strength. You're like physically sore afterwards, and you're getting good cardio. So it's kind of crazy. It's kind of insane. But anyways, yeah, I hate these people. I hate these type of people. I fucking despise them, dude. Also, can we talk about something? Like, why did we pretend like this is the only body type that is attractive? Why did we pretend like this was the only body type that was attractive to men and to women? Because we all agree this is not the only attractive body type. There are other body types that are unbelievably attractive, right? I'm trying to find the funny as fuck. I'm trying to find the post that I wanted to find. True. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what? You want to know what, chat? This is gonna sound like, I don't know. You guys can take it or leave it. Okay. I don't know. I'm just saying my opinion and like my life. Okay. My life experience. I'm trying to, did I not save it? I might have bookmarked it. I might have bookmarked it. Oh, dude, I have so many good posts. I'm excited to show you guys. All right. Yeah. So I have so much good shit I want to show you guys. And please try not to shame these women's bodies, obviously, because there are real people who look like this and they don't like, a lot of people are really thin and they don't try to be thin. And it's actually something that they're very self-conscious about. But I'm trying to find, oh, I think it's here. One sec. Oh my God. I am struggling. I am so hardcore struggling. CT5s, thank you so much for the 4 months. Thank you. Did I not save it? What? I'm looking for that one post of the comic who... No way. I think Twitter just broke. I know I saved it because I wanted to show it to you guys. It was of like that one comic artist who like draws really big burly women and talks about how much he loves really big burly women. I don't know if I don't know. I can't find it, but that's okay. Crumb. Yes. R. Crumb. Yes. Yes. No, not Ben Garrison. Although I understand why you said Ben Garrison. Dude, Robert Crumb comics go so hard, dude. They go so insane. Let me see if I can find one. Where is it? There was like one really, really good one. Let me see. Where is it? Pausers. It'll be worth the wait, chat. It'll be totally, totally worth the wait. This is a good introductory image to the type of comics that this man would make. Oh, this is it. This is the post. I like this tweet. It didn't save it. I'm going to bookmark it this time so it doesn't get lost for sure this time. It was this. It's a post that says Robert Crumb's comics, Robert Crumb and his wife. And it says this. Women who can figure the creatures out. Why do they do what they do? Why do they like what they like or don't like a given thing? They drive me nuts. They make me go crazy with desire. I am at their mercy. And it's a picture of him saying or thinking, oh, baby. And it's an arrow pointing at him saying, uncool dude. And then the next comment says, but I've been lucky, oh so lucky. A few of these wondrous beings have allowed me to have my way with them. And it says, no exaggeration, lunging at like a very like big burly woman. And then here's a picture of him and his wife. I love him. I love him so much. Dude is living his best life. Lucky guy, dude. Lucky guy goals, bro. This is what it looks like to be an alpha simp, okay? I'm scared to free scroll on Twitter, so I'm not going to do that because I'm not literally insane. But oh, that one I would be scared to show that in Twitch might get upset at me showing this one. One sec. Oh, did he also write this iconic comic? Oh, this one. Here it is. This is the other one that I want to show you guys. Guy just wants to climb mountains, right? The comic starts with the phrase, or like the statement, then again, many men are repelled by the kind of gals I like. And then he's saying, I don't know what this sound effect is supposed to be. Yee, yee. This sounds like something you would put on like the Duke Nukem bot, the TTS. Yee. And the other dude says, you like that waitress? Jesus, what a dump truck. Can't use it. ... And he says, I'm madly in love with her. And he says, you're sick. And it's like another big brilliant woman. Oh, is it I? Oh, that's what it is. What do you mean? What a dump truck, you can't use it. What do you mean? Why isn't Albert Einstein into thick girls? Wait, why does this guy do look like Albert Einstein? He's a prophet of the muscle mommy. He was the OG muscle mommy enjoyer. This was him. I want to get one of these comics like mounted on my fucking wall, dude. A man of culture, bro. It's like Americanized manga. Dude, for real. Dude, FR. He also wrote this, or he drew/wrote this very, very iconic picture, or this very iconic image. And it's like basically like a manlet. And he's like, it's a manlet, and he's saying, I loathe every person I see on the street. Look at that stupid asshole. And he's like really angry. And he's looking at another guy. And the other guy just has like one arrow pointing at him saying, normal guy. Normal guy. This is literally completely accurate. The people who go around posting hate comments and hate replies or whatever, this is what they are. Like normal people just go around living life, enjoying themselves. And then there are the weirdos that are like, I'm going to be so mad. I'm going to be so angry. All right.
Pride 300.
Oh, God. Why did I bring this up? I brought this up for a reason. Oh, yeah. We were talking about Victoria's Secret models. Yes. Can we stop pretending like there is only one type of woman that's attractive? Can we please stop? Can we please stop pretending like these are the only type of women that are attractive? This is like this shit did so much harm to my brain growing up because I genuinely internalized this shit like crazy. And I'm like thicker. Okay. And I thought like I was like whale sized.
All women are queens, am I right, ladies?
Like to this day, today, caffeine free. Thank you so much for the 2 months. To this day, I'm still like, I genuinely am when I post photos on the internet, I post them because I have to, because it's good for marketing and it's good for brand image and stuff. And like managers or whatever, they're like, yeah, you need to make sure you're like active on all these other platforms or whatever. And so I do that. But when I post a photo, I genuinely am like, I don't know if this looks good. I think it looks good. And out of all the pictures I took, I think this one is the best one. But I literally can't tell when I post photos sometimes of like, and this is not me trying to fish or anything. Please do not think that that's what this is. This is just me explaining how bad this shit was for my mental health growing up. Like literally, like, because when I grew up, it's like America's Next Top Model was all the rage. This shit was all the rage. The only people on the internet, the only people that were like attractive, successful women were very thin women. And that was it. So like you can imagine for me, my brain, how I felt about the fact that I look like this. 1 second. Like, which I think I look good in this photo. I think this looks good, I think. But you can imagine when I was younger, my brain was like, yeah, I'm way too big. Yep. I'm way too big. Because like my thighs are like double or triple their size. So I'm not like, you know, my arms aren't thin enough to be comparable to these model arms. So clearly, like, I'm not good enough. Like, and I should be ashamed of how I look or whatever. And it's like, dude, it's almost like posting pictures like this of women that only look like this are fucked. It's like fucked. Like, it literally gives you brain damage, like mental illness, brain damage. The conditioning is bad. Yeah. Panzer, thank you for the 3 months. Thank you. I was so insecure about my thick thighs growing up. You literally ask any girl that grew up in the early 2000s and tell her, like, how long did it take you to like your thick thighs? And every single one will say, like, a decade or more, and they're still not there yet, you know? It's crazy. It's fucking insane. And these are also super edited too, but your brain can't easily pick that up. Oh, of course. Of course. And then, like, as I grew up and I realized that people liked the way that I looked, like, I would talk to people and they would be like, they would compliment how I looked and they would compliment the things about me that I thought nobody liked. And I was confused by it. Like, I was genuinely perplexed by it. I was like, oh, you're just saying that to be nice. You don't actually think that. You're just saying that to be nice. Yeah, no, like, that's not. Everybody knows only these women are attractive. And it's crazy. It's fucking insane. It's insane that, like, media will just lie to you. Like, straight up, media will just lie to you. And then you will become insane later. Please show that photo of all the body types women can have is, like, from a female athlete's body shoot. Oh, I wish I had it. I need to save that file and so that I can show it. Oh, thank you, Stone No More. Thank you guys for being nice. I appreciate it. I wasn't trying to, like, garner sympathy or anything. I'm just trying to explain, like, my personal experience with growing up with shit like this. It did not do good things to my mental health. Growing up as a size 14 to 18 girl and watching America's Next Top Model after school every day was extremely damaging. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's also, like, thicker thighs, thicker frames. Oh, yeah. 100%. And that's, like, the problem for me where, like, I have a bigger frame. Like, I literally do. I've kind of always had a bigger frame. And, like, yeah, there's weight that I could lose if I wanted to lose it. I don't really want to. I don't really care about losing weight. That's, like, I don't care about trying to achieve a body type like this. That's, like, I'm not interested. I don't really care that much. It's like, I'm fine with my frame. I want to get, like, I want to work out more and I want to get a higher muscle mass so that I can eat more food, which is, like, I don't know if that's the right goal in life, but I just want to eat a lot of food. And in order to eat a lot of food, you have to be able to, and like, still be healthy and stuff. It's like, you have to be muscular. So I'm going to become a muscle mommy and I'm trying really hard, you know, but I know I'm not interested in going for heroin chic. I'm not interested. I am so far, like, heroin chic is so far from who I am and what I look like. I have no interest and desire to go there. You know what I mean? You literally have to starve and work out 8 hours a day to look like these models. So unhealthy. Yeah. I've turned away men in college because I was convinced that they were trolling me because I was short and curvy and who the fuck wants that? And it's like, isn't that fucked up? Isn't that fucked up? Oh my God. Isn't it literally fucked up that, like, your brain, like, you will be getting positive like, reinforcement immediately. Like, this other person is saying, no, I like the way that you look. That is what I want. And you're like, you're lying to me. I don't think it's very funny for you to lie to me. I don't really, like, it's kind of fucked up that you would do that you would lie to me like that, you know, like, you don't have to make me feel better. Like, compliments, you know, flattery will get you nowhere. Okay. And that's crazy. That's insane. I have such a bad relationship with my body that even when I get compliments, I can't accept them. Yeah. It's a good video on how celebrities and models have to go through a lot of misery to look healthy for the camera. It's not sustainable in the long term. Oh, yeah. Celebrity. No. And by the way, chat, all of the stuff I'm saying about women and women having to maintain, like, unbelievable body standards, this is all applicable to men as well. Like, the fact that I didn't know this because I am, like, the opposite of Robert Crumb. Where Robert Crumb makes a bunch of comics about wanting, like, the muscle mommy. The muscle mommy dommy. I'm like the opposite of Robert Crumb, where I am the muscle mommy that's like, oh look, the I don't know what words to use that are not irresponsible to use, but the opposite is all you need to know. Okay. Give me femboys now. Yeah. I like them dweeb coated. Okay. That's what I do. That's what I like. I didn't mean to leave this on the cam, you know? And I've spoken to dudes and I've been like, no. I like your build. Like I like this specific slender build. I think it looks good on you. And the dudes are always like, no, I think I should get a little bit bigger. And I'm like, you look like perfect. Like you don't even, I mean, obviously do what makes you happy. And you know, you should always try and achieve the body that makes you the most happy. But it's crazy that like you see yourself in the mirror and you're not happy with what you see. Cause it's perfect. You look perfect right now. That's crazy. You know what I mean? I think I recently started to pass as a woman, but I still struggle to believe it when it happens. Yeah. Like the the trans equivalent of like, boy moding today, and the trans woman looks, she's not boy moding at all. A lot of guys lift to impress other guys who lift. That's true. I've been straight up jester maxing. It's true. Jester maxing is base. It's funny because no matter what, we always think people want the opposite. I'm quite jacked. We always assume people think I'm scary looking or not attracted to me because of it. Yeah. Clown maxing. But let's watch this one.
Body image expectations are fucked up. Let's do both of these. Starting with Channing Tatum for Magic Mike.
It says, wait, I want to read the thing. It says, same in films. Look at all these celebrities that say they were ripped and lean literally for the shooting and haven't looked like that since. Channing Tatum said something like this in an interview about his role as Magic Mike.
With Channing Tatum for Magic Mike.
Even if you do work out, to be that kind of in shape is not, it's not natural.
Do you have to eat like so well?
Yeah, you have to, that's not even healthy. You have to starve yourself.
Oh my God.
This is what I've been trying to explain. Seeking aesthetics can come at the expense of health. Don't just take my word for it though.
You're doing a shirtless scene. What's that you have to dehydrate yourself?
Oh yeah, that's the worst part of it. Like, diet is difficult, and you're hungry, but when you're dehydrating for 3 days, you get to the point on the last day where you can smell water, like nearby.
You know those iconic movie scenes where everyone discusses how in shape an actor is? They're normally the ones where they feel the unhealthiest. Like when you see Wolverine shirtless. That involved additional dieting for 3 months, finishing it off with dehydration for temporary leanness.
Find out the date, which is the shirt off thing, and it's about a 3-month run-up. So you've got to be in pretty good shape, but the 3 months before is very specific. And it finishes with dehydration. Don't do this at all.
And then, by the way, they have to act. And I know a lot of people think like I feel like there's like an idea that a lot of people who work in entertainment don't really do anything. And it's nonsense. Obviously, people who work in entertainment work really hard in entertainment. And for a lot of the people who work in entertainment, you have to be on set for like 10 hours straight. And you don't get to just show up and be like, I'm fucking exhausted, dude. I'm so dehydrated and I'm tired and I'm hungry. I'll just get on my computer and work my desk job. No, you have to get on and then you have to act. It is grueling. I mean, it's emotional labor, right? I mean, they're getting paid millions of dollars to do it. So I'm not like, let's cry them a river, but I'm just explaining how difficult it is to maintain that body and then show up at work. And then you have to maintain like an image, like a whatever. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And obviously, yeah, for the salary, lots of people would do it. I'm obviously not going to, what is it called? Claim that like, we need to do something for actors or whatever. But that's still insane to think about, that we think that that's okay, like working conditions or whatever the fuck. That's insane. Millions of dollars riding on your acting. If you fuck it up, it's over. Yeah. Also, you have to restrict carbs for a bit and load up specifically so you look more vascular. It's a lot of timing. Oh, yeah.
But when I talked about this, people still thought I was making it up. It's not rare. Sylvester Stallone talking about Rocky 3 on his own Instagram page. So lightheaded and exhausted, he would drink up to 25 cups of coffee per day. I may have looked good on the outside, but on the inside, it was a very dangerous thing to do. How about Zac Efron from Baywatch?
That was actually a really important time to do Baywatch because I realized that, like, when I was done with that movie, I don't ever want to be in that good a shape again. Really.
He also said separately that that physique was unrealistic and not something people should be aiming for. The point I'm trying to make is lots of people idolize other people's physiques. Celebrities, models, fitness models, bodybuilders, whatever. And although I've only included men in this short video, women have been talking about this for fucking ages in modeling and celebrity culture. And I'm not blaming the celebrities for this. I think it's brilliant that some of them are talking openly about it. Because there's immense pressure on them to look a certain way for a role. Because as an audience, we would lose our shit if Superman wasn't buff as fuck, or Catwoman had even the slightest hint of fat on her stomach. And once again, I'm not trying to deter you from living your life how you want to. I'm just trying to have an honest conversation about the risks involved so people would stop idolizing aesthetics at the expense of their health. Stay safe, people. Or at least, stay informed.
Yeah. It's very sad, but like for a lot of the bodies that you see, they are not sustainable. They are not sustainable. As an underweight, currently underweight person, health talk is a nerve-wracking reminder. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Chubby Catwoman, y'all are getting me. Oh, yeah. Thick Mama's where you at, yeah. Oh, dude, yeah. This is a great. Dude, this transformation. Well, actually, you know what I was going to talk about? I was going to show, let's see. This was a, I don't know how many people in here watched Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but one of the actors. He specifically talked about how like the beauty standards are so fucked. I'm going to let this video play while I find the original IG post that he made about it. Basically, for anyone who doesn't know the lore, Rob McElhenney, he got really fat for one of the seasons, and then he got shredded in the next season. So he went from having a relatively average build, just looks like a normal guy. And then he chose to get really fat. And he said it was one of the worst things that he's ever done to himself. And then he chose to get really jacked. And he said it was unbelievably difficult.
Are the abs, Rob? I'm going to give you a little lesson in biology. The abs are always there. They're in there. They're just behind a bunch of tacos and tequila. I was enjoying myself on vacation. The abs are there. And the second I want those abs to come back, all it takes is 3 to 4 months of starving myself. Hello, so it turns out that people on the internet have a lot to say. I don't know if you were aware of that. One of the subjects that a certain subsect of the internet has found interesting is my body transformations from normal to morbidly obese to in very good shape back to normal. So we're gonna check out what the internet.
And he posted this also on it. So this was like at the peak when he was like basically force feeding himself. And this is when he became like super chiseled. And he said this. Look, it's not that hard. All you need to do is lift weights 6 days a week, stop drinking alcohol, don't eat anything after 7 p.m., don't eat any carbs or sugar at all. In fact, just don't eat anything you like. Get the personal trainer from Magic Mike, sleep 9 hours a night, run 3 miles a day, and have a studio pay for the whole thing over a 6 to 7 month span. I don't know why everyone's not doing this. It's a super realistic lifestyle and an appropriate body image to compare oneself to. Which is like the best response you can make. Like literally, genuinely one of the most amazing things you could write. And like, to be clear, you can be buff and be healthy. But if you want to get those results fast and you want to have those results all the time, it is constant maintenance. You know? It's like, it's totally, I know people who are in amazing shape that look pretty good. Like they're not this cut. Because this cut is like you have to really work for it, and you have to like starve yourself.
It is my 17-month sub celebration. I'm entitled to one wish, which is that if you see Carter this week, burp on him and tell him Criminal Pink sends his regards.
Okay, I'll cook up a nice juicy burp for him. I'll cook up a nice juicy burp for him. Criminal Pink, thank you for the 17 months. Thank you. Thanks. But like, yeah, I think like once you are at the point of like trying to maintain something, you can do it and it's not a big deal. Some people I know who are in amazing shape, they look really, really like they're in really amazing shape. It took them years of like good discipline to get to that point. You know, it took them years of like a sustainable diet, like eating a sustainable amount of food. And they still indulge in things that they like. They still have Oreos once in a while. They still have chips once in a while. They just constantly have to know that, like, okay, I shouldn't overdrink this week because I'm trying to do this. I can't do this that much because I'm trying to do this. So it's a constant thing where you're just like always aware of like what food you're eating. When people say it's a lifestyle change, it's a lifestyle change, you know? And like, I don't know. It's just a very individual thing. You shouldn't like try and like get really, really upset about that type of shit, you know? Dude, there's like someone in chat that has been watching for almost, 2.5 years, and they're like the worst type of person. They're the type of person that instead of actually saying anything useful, they just kind of are like the wet blanket at every party. Have you guys met those people and they're like literally permanently glass half full people? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? That they always have something to complain about. Like you go to a bar and you're having fun and they're like, this bar is too full. And you're like, okay. You go to a different bar, they're like, this bar is too empty. And that's just their permanent personality. Their permanent personality. Did I say half full? Sorry, half empty. Look, I found one in the wild. Stock buybacks don't do jack shit. What a dumb reason about why LA is good for police chases. Man, this is just major cope. People can get jacked. They just need to be disciplined. Do you say anything nice ever? Is there anything that brings you joy in life? Or do you just sit around jacking yourself off at the thought of making other people unhappy? Because it seems like that's the case, in which case I have to tell you, this is not the community for you. If you want to be a depressed fucking loser, go do it somewhere else. Because here we actually care about living a good life and making people around us have fun. But we also have friends, unlike you, clearly. So go get a life, never come back. Okay? I hate Debbie Downers. I fucking hate half glass full people. Life is worth enjoying and making other people enjoy it with you. Okay? So maybe reevaluate why you have no friends. All right? Did I say half full again? Half empty. You guys know me, okay? It's bimboism time. You guys know me. Now, on a lighter note,